Doing it live. Doing it this side. Let's see. Get a clock out here. What up, Jimmy? Sitting here waiting for these construction niggas. I'm working on my crib. They don't know I'm about to take this drone up there to look at the fucking roof. They're banging on my roof and shit. Inspecting my roof. There's a whole lot of construction going on up there. And my roof is leaking. They kind of be like, oh, well, we put a tarp down. I'm like, no, okay, y'all did, but that don't mean that you fucking... What's going on, man? Salute, appreciate y'all. Get my flight done real quick. I get a couple of these in a day. Document all damage and all anything done by my anywhere that shit's gonna be leaking. Ass. What's going on with y'all today? What's Wednesday? It's like almost. sturdy. So yeah. But yeah, I'm inspecting all this up here because it's my crib and then they doing construction right next to me. So that's what you're seeing up top. I'm right there, right below that. This is the corner. It's right here. Then the next phase, they're gonna go up above my apartment. Then I'm gonna gain 2 more floors with access to the roof. It's gonna be pretty dope. Since they're already building a common area up there, I'll have like my stuff will be right here. They already got it kind of walled off, and then I'll have my own patio up top. Put me a jacuzzi and shit up there. So I can't wait. Can't wait to the next phase. Yeah, that's all I'm on. Thought I'd go live real quick. Do a quick drone flight in. Actually, construction going on all over this whole area. Kind of windy today also. See, I'm gonna do this to my place. Y'all see how this is? This is one of the neighbors. But once I go up to my rooftop, I'm gonna put me some shit like this up there. That's what I wanna do. That's my goal. Just put some solar on the top. There's a couple of spots that have that set up top. There's construction all over this place. Oh man. Once I bring this drone down, I'll take y'all around the area. Give me 2 seconds here. Bring this boy down. arguing. That's how that's going.
Aircraft will power off in 5 seconds. Press any button on aircraft to cancel.
I'll take you on a quick little tour. It's my little humble crib. Got my family in town, staying over here. Take y'all on a little stroll in my hood. Little mini mart right here on the corner. The Sun Mini Mart. You can get everything you need in there. Like make sure you got it. It's a town, little town center. It's often used for a lot of photographs. A lot of photographers come here and take pictures for the weddings, all types of shit, because it's got that old world feel. This here building right here just got built here in the past 6 months. They've been working on this. Less than that, because when I was here last time, that shit was built. Talking to me. Everybody's talking to me. So you got this here. They've been working on this here. It's actually 2 different units. So 2 totally different. That's why you see the difference in the progress. We started with the tower right there and then connecting them all. And that goes straight to the beach, which will go that way. They actually just boxed this off. This was all like used to be a store and shit. They're gonna convert it downstairs into apartments. So they just put a bathroom right there. So they just bricked that wall off. And they start divvying it up. It was one big open store, but now it's gonna be probably like 2 or 3 units downstairs. So more construction there. This is kind of like the center zone. Empty lot right there. This one here's for sale. I looked at this one a while back. At the time they wanted 170,000. Now they probably want 200. And out through there, you got a couple little bars, a little pool table spot. More apartments here. This is really like an alley. Over here in the blue market. Got plenty of stores, things of that nature over here. Stores over here. In the corner. Store got my man Daryl's spot. Pies, fries, and thighs. Hold on. Got a little inlet to the beach. That's where I spend a lot of my days. Over here chilling. Then you got the beach. The beautiful beach. like Canadians are here now. But yeah. Apartments here right here on the beach. They had a concert here, so you can bring your own stuff. You can post up, chilling. And they had a concert here last Saturday, and then they got another one coming up. So on the weekends they have entertainment. They had a big stage and stuff sit there. They took the stage down, but they'll set it up again. Just filled it with chairs. They are about to break my spot. Them big, heavy motherfuckers. I usually sit in that spot for my coffee, but they're like 500 pounds sitting in my spot over there right now. This right here is Francoise, one of the more popular restaurants. Always pretty busy. Had breakfast here every day, basically, when I got family in town. Hey. Pretty busy restaurant over there. There's actually a whole nother market that I'm waiting on somebody to come work on my plumbing. So I'm trying to hang by the crib. Apartments down there, another market that way, mad restaurants. So yeah, it's just a half of a tour. But I just try to do it humble and modestly. My own little piece of heaven over here. I ain't got a lot, but it's nice what I do got. I'm content with it. I want more. We working on more. But right now it's pretty cool. Yeah, to get up and walk to the beach every day. Sunrises, beach walks, sunsets. Pretty cool. Can't complain. But once upon a time, this is all empty lots. Empty lots and plantain trees and a whole bunch of chickens running around here. And I knew 3 years ago, I'm like, this shit's gonna blow up. That's why I bought my spot. Ever since then, the first place I ever came to over here, when I stayed in the Airbnb, when I first visited, was this purple spot. And I stayed here for like a week, I think. I was here for like a week. Right in this spot is where it all started. I was like, man, I like this place out here. It's pretty cool. It's right by the beach. It's pretty quiet. You get a good blend of tourists and locals. You know, shit ain't too expensive, at least back then. And I started taking walks in the morning time. And then I found a spot. Then I bought my spot down there and started working on it. But then I came down here when I had my son. About where that guy is. There's an apartment on that corner. I stayed over there for 21 days while I worked on my apartment to get it ready. So I had 2 apartments. I worked on my upstairs for like 3 weeks until I got it ready. I could move in. Just enough, you know, to get my bed, my air, you know, all that shit fixed up. Then I worked on my bottom apartment, and I totally remodeled the bottom apartment while I was living upstairs. And yeah, I did that. And then ever since then, this has been a work in progress. And then recently they just rezoned the area for 4 levels. So everybody here is starting a race to build up 2 more levels. So I'm gonna gain 2 more apartments, or I'm gonna do my 3rd and 4th floor will be one big apartment. You know what I mean? Like if I do it that way, I can do like a 2-bedroom apartment Where like I come upstairs, like level 3 would be like a bedroom, I mean living room, kitchen area. Then you go upstairs. Then like I have like a loft or some shit. I could do 2 bedrooms upstairs, really, or one master bedroom with like an overlook or something. And then on the roof, we can do the jacuzzi and the little gazebo or whatever on the rooftop. So we're gonna see. But so far so good. Little by little, as they say here. Poco y poco. But I'm excited to see the end results. But you gotta be here to be watching the folks around here because if you don't watch, you don't know what the fuck they doing. That's why I didn't go in phase 1. I was going to have my money ready to pull the trigger, but I had too many questions that they couldn't answer. They would lack of a blueprint, a concept, and some shit like that. I wasn't trying to just spend no fucking $15,000 like that, you know. They might could have got 5 or 6 out of me, sight unseen, but I couldn't drop no home. No whole 15 racks. I mean, I kind of wish I did now, but like I said, I didn't, you know, couldn't show me enough. Cause like, you know, I would have been just like this, or too wide, but like all the way up, like how they are, you know, right above mine. But they was gonna, you know, take all that out, bring my balcony out like that, going across. So I'm gonna do it, but I'm just gonna do it. But one of my hangups as well is since we're going up, everybody's going up. You need to partner up with your neighbor that's got a stairwell. So me and this neighbor have to unite. So we'll break our wall in the center and have one stairwell that goes up between our apartments. You know what I'm saying? So, like, in order to make that work, we have to break her stairs and then go that way. And we have to share landings. So that's what we were talking about doing. So, like, it'll go out. And then they'll break the wall right here. Bam. And then it'll go to her apartment and then another stairs going up. Over mine, over hers. So, but since that neighbor wasn't ready to play ball yet, you know, that too was another hold up that I had. Otherwise, if I wanted to build my shit up without, you know, making a common stairwell, the next stairwell would have to impede on my next level. You know what I mean? I can still go up and down, but it had to be take out of there. So if we put one door going up between our stairs here, then we both actually kind of gain some space, or we don't really lose any. You know what I mean? So that's what's going on. But I gotta wait till my neighbors over here, because it was like a little civil war between the owners over here versus the owners over here, because they was trying to get everybody to do it all at the same time, which could have been easier. But like I said, like everybody on that side that did it, they lost the ability to rent their apartments out until this shit is done. So over here, people was like, we ain't got the money to really be, you know, taking our whole top floor out. And the shit sucks during construction because at 8 o'clock, at 7:55, they motherfuckers start working. That shit's just loud, you know what I mean, all fucking night. I mean, not all night, but all morning. From like 8 o'clock to 6 is technically the construction hours, but they got some of these Haitians in here living in here. I be hearing them working late to damn near 9 o'clock because they fucking living in there. I can tell which ones, because I be seeing clothes. So they be working all night sometime, or, you know, late into the night sometime. They don't work on Sundays, but so I'm gonna get my shit done. And it might even make it easier to get mine done now because they ain't gotta, you know what I mean, when they knock this shit off, they can kind of connect it to that side and build around. So, but nah, still ain't gonna be living in my gazebo up top. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm actually waiting for the plumber to arrive, because when they poured the cement walls all the way up inside, this shit leaked into my apartment. So I had like a fucking cement river coming down my walls, and in my bathroom, it flowed into my sink and my shower. They was able to clean the walls and get the concrete out my sink, but in my shower it goes under the floor type shit. So they gotta pull my drain, pull my shower out, and then get all the concrete out my drain. So I'm waiting on them to come right now. So a lot of hurry up and wait up in this place. Then I'm gonna go to the beach with my son and build some sand castles. So that's what I got planned for my day. I don't know about y'all. So I got planned for your day. I gotta cut a hole in the bucket so I can. So I'll cut this bucket. And I almost was ready to go forward with construction, so I cleared my whole apartment out with the anticipation of constructing. That's why I took all my shit out of here. Well, now I put a little bit back, but I was ready for them to rip the roof off. I was ready to go. But that last day, I'm asking him some questions and shit, and he just ain't answering the questions. I'm like, no, I can't. I'm not gonna be here. I'm not seeing no blueprints like I want to see, no plans. So I'm gonna hold off. So that's why I did. And my neighbor wasn't ready on top of that, so I couldn't. But then, so when they poured the concrete, that shit started leaking through here, leaking through there. You can see like we're leaking, and that shit flowed down. They cleaned it out now, but it had my tub full of concrete. It got in my sink, so they had to like take this shit off so they can go clean it out. Now they got to pull my sink up. My tub up. I'm sorry, my shower. And I already know they're gonna fuck shit up when they come in here and take these boats out and shit like that. I'm trying to just be cool and woosah, because I know. But let them fuck something up. They be buying me a new shower. So that's what I'm on. That's what I'm on today. So yeah, you gotta pull that up. That shit was full of concrete. They're bugging. But yeah, then I got some new plans. After they get all that shit done, I'm gonna knock a hole in this wall and make my door go in there. Seal this off, and then I'll put cabinets all around here. You know what I mean? And then I get a bigger sink and have, a whole full wall of cabinets. Take this divider out, put my bed over there, put my TV against the wall. I had my TV hung up here, but I took it down when I thought they was gonna. Like I said, I was ready for them to tear the roof off, so I was moving my shit out. So yeah, that's what's up with me. That's what I be on. So a part vacation, a part catching up on shit. Trying to manage the stress in between, because this shit can be frustrating, I'm telling you. But it's been all good. But with all that said, I'm gonna make a couple phone calls, y'all. This 1:47 and the guy is 17 minutes late, so I'm about to do my due diligence and be on my shit. Like, yo, where you at? Where you at, brother? So thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah, I got a lot going on. Finna holler at this dude. I'm finna go get my son. We're building sand castles at 2:30. So like, share, subscribe, holler at your boy, tell a friend, tell a friend. I'm out.